Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl CC Gooden, the self-proclaimed pop culture commentator. If you're new to the channel, welcome. But please like and subscribe. You see, this is a new channel. The numbers are growing every day. I'm really proud. Even if it's like a couple of subscribers a day, it's growing. Because from where I was, just a week or two ago. But anywho, I could not wait to get here to talk about this, you guys. As we're talking about the Marlon Wayans and Vlad Twitter beef, like and subscribe. Show your girl some love. I always say everybody and their mama and their grandma and uncle and ancestor is on YouTube. There is room for everybody, so make room for me. I was pissed off because I heard about the Marlon and Vlad thing over the weekend, but I didn't know exactly what it was that happened. So I was busy, so I knew I needed to find out. I find out on the way to work. I know I work nights. I work at the plant. Operation Get CC out the plant, okay? Because this ain't what I do. I don't do this. Help me out. In addition to me being an actor and a writer and a podcaster, I do multiple things. And right now I'm YouTubing, so here we go. But I work the night shift. If you guys haven't watched any of my previous videos, I'll talk about it. So it's 5 o'clock in the morning right now. I found out going to work what happened, and I could not wait to get off to talk about this. So this little heifer on Breakfast Club, I call her a little heifer because, one, I don't know her name, and she pissed me off when she was doing commentary on this. I guess Jess is not there right now or on leave because she's pregnant. And so she did. I'll tell y'all why she pissed me off, but she talked about the details of what happened with Vlad. So basically, Vlad is interviewing Aries Spears, and he felt compelled because he felt so disrespected to tell Aries that Marlon wanted $40,000 for an interview. Mind you, Vlad went to Marlon, and Marlon wanted $40,000 for an interview and 30% profit of all future revenue. And he's so appalled that he has to bring it up because Vlad has this habit of bringing up like things like this to other people so he could get people opinions on it. And I'm pretty sure, and so this is what Aries Spears is gonna do. He gonna say, you know what, if this was me a while ago, this is how you know I changed, because he would have let it rip, but he's different now. Now here's the thing. When you're a really changed person, then you don't have to talk about the change. You don't have to vocalize the change or what you would have done. You would just be different. You know what I'm saying? You just exude change. The only time I ever had to let somebody know, like, if this was me a couple of years ago, or I would have did this, that's me letting you know that I still possibly could still be that person today. I want you to know how shady I could be. But that's not necessarily really growth for real. But he wanted to be shady, and he's letting it be known that he could have been shady. Of course, Aries Spears is going to agree with Vlad. Vlad is the only person that's booking him, because that's the only time you ever see Aries Spears. We'll drag him later. And here is what happened on how the Twitter feud started. So basically, somebody was on Twitter and they said, you a good one, because Vlad would have had to pay me $500,000 for an interview with 55% of all revenue made from the video on all platforms. Marlon says, see, I tried to tell him I was giving him a deal. Oh well. Vlad responded, Marlon Wayans found someone with 200 followers. Shade, because we got 200 subscribers over here, but we're growing every day. So we got to start somewhere. Hater. Anyways, Marlon found someone with 200 followers to agree with him. LOL. Nobody on earth, he says, is going to pay Marlon $40K for an interview when he gets 100 to 300K views on any platform he interviews on. This guy is really delusional. If you're he had to really search for these videos, because he's looking for videos where it's low views. I just watched an interview with Marlon Wayans, I think on Big Boy. But if you just look him up on YouTube, Marlon Wayans have several interviews where it's 1 million views. He even tried to compare his views, Vlad himself, on the Breakfast Club, which was like 700,000, versus one of many Breakfast Club interviews that Marlon has done that had like 200,000. That's probably the only one out of all the interviews that had like 200,000. Stop playing on his top. This is Marlon. He said, you mad? You unprofessional, my guy. If you don't like the number, keep it moving. You look bad. You should fall back. Mad at a black man stating his number, and now you go public and use your platform to try to drag me? I never in my life dealt with this silly negotiated tactic. And the girl that was on the Breakfast Club, when she was reading these tweets, she said that Marlon was corny for saying the statement, you mad at a black man. Corny. And see, you was giving real pick me, but then I saw that you saw that Charlamagne and Envy really wasn't going in that direction, and therefore you kind of fell back. But girl, and I don't even, one, who are you? Two, a person like you, can't nobody trust what you say because you walked out the house and you thought your hair was okay. So you're not even trustworthy at this point. And you can't drag me in my hair because I'm about to go get my hair done in a couple of hours because I got a hair appointment and I still look cute and I still look better, but whatever. I just pissed me. That has nothing to do with it, but it just really pissed me off because it was giving really pick me. But anyways, back to the story because we don't even know her name. Hello. Just Harry had that baby so you can come back. Vlad says, not mad at all. I find all of this amusing because you really think that you're worth $40K for an interview. This white man sat up there and said, I find it amusing that you really think that you're worth $40K for an interview. I said there's nobody on earth that will pay you that. And I have yet to be proven wrong. Because a lot of people just giving you what, they're just telling you what they pay Marlon for interviews, right? Okay. Throwing out a stupid ass number for an interview is unprofessional, my guy, because your interviews don't even make 5% of that on every platform you do. And bringing up race when was no mention of it throughout all of our discussion shows how weak of a man you really are. That's interesting. This is Marlon. Come on, black man. I'm worth whatever I say. People like you don't make or break me, champ. I'm self-made. I go where I choose. I don't like your tactics. I've been a gentleman. I didn't express my grievances with other people. You trying to turn other black men in my field on me? Asking them about my money? Marlon said, you've been teetering on disrespect and I've been a gentleman up until this point. This was tactless, unprofessional, and petty. You out here trying to tear down a king. You trying to instigate beef with my community and peers. It won't happen, fella. I'm loved. Somebody said Vlad is acting like views matter more than the legacy of Marlon Wayans and the Wayans family. Put some respect on the Wayans family name. They are deep. So then Marlon says, yo, Vlad, your beard made from Ice Spice's ass hair. And that's when Vlad said, I'm sorry that you don't find me attractive. Fortunately for both of us, I'm heterosexual. Between your recent gay photo shoot and your claim to fame dressing up as a woman, this will be the perfect time to fully come out of the closet. Coming out as a gay in 2024 will surely revive your declining acting career. Declining, it's interesting. And since I turned down your $40K offer for an interview, I'm pretty sure you can get that amount for your first gay porn scene. Marlon Wayans will be an awesome porn name, by the way. That was so late and tired. But Marlon was like, see, Vlad, this is the moment you've been begging for. I asked you to leave me alone and let it go. But you want to kick a bee's nest. You can't compete with me, bro. I am legend. And occasionally I'll come off the throne to spar with the peons like you. Keep going. There's levels to this shit. Alright, so that's enough. Y'all just gotta Google it. The Twitch is everywhere. Y'all ready? Alright, let's go. This is what pisses me off about Vlad, because the fact that he felt so comfortable, and black folks, y'all made him feel comfortable to disrespect that legend like that. He felt so comfortable. No. Let's not even go off the fact that he felt comfortable to talk about it and try to drag Marlon. You were so disrespected and appalled that this legend is saying, hey, you want me to interview with you? Here's my number. He gave you a number. If you don't want to do it, then you don't have to do it. We, the public, should not have known that. But you wanted to tear down or try or attempt to tear down Marlon Wayans and try to hold him like he's not, like his last name not Wayans. That's for one. Not only is he Marlon Wayans, he is a Wayans. You'd be lucky if Kim Wayans came on your show. Like, what are you talking about? He gave you a number. Clearly, Marlon did not want to do it. So that's why he gave him that number. Because he probably knew that he wouldn't do it. But I'm glad this happened because this just exposed how Vlad really feels about us. You're missing out on an opportunity to possibly strike gold with Marlon Wayans. Okay? Like, Marlon Wayans has been in this business for over 30 years. And so much gems can be dropped in his interviews. I love watching Marlon interviews. He knows so many people. It's so many stories. But see, Vlad, this is what you do. And I'm going to use Vivica Fox as an example because this interview pissed me off, and this is something that you do often, but I remember this one specifically because my ass commented. You look for the mess. You messy as hell. And you don't listen to when you don't listen when people talk because you're so busy trying to look for the mess. If y'all go watch Vivica Fox interview on Vlad, which was extremely short, like that interview, it was extremely short. You'll give Boosie 3 damn hours to talk about absolutely nothing. But when you got legends like a Vivica Fox in your seat, you want to give her what, like 19 minutes? I don't even think it's 20 minutes. And since you're so messy, you missed out on several times that Auntie Viv was going to give you some tea. Or not even tea. Just golden stories. There were times where she's about to tell you something or expound on something, and you completely will cut her off or you'll go into something else, and I'd be looking like you just probably missed a great opportunity to hear like a really great story. He does that all the time because he's so busy looking for the mess. But the fact that you felt so damn comfortable to say that he's not worth 40K, and then you had the audacity in one of the tweets to say his career is declining and he ain't been popping since 2004. Well, lad, let's I did a little research. I didn't have to do this because I know off the top of my head what Marlon does, but I wanted to get my numbers right, something that you clearly can't do. And it's interesting. So Marlon Wayans, I love the number 40. $40 because Marlon Wayans' net worth is $40 million. Your net worth is about $10 million. Even if they always say the net worth number ain't right, that's still a big ass gap. Okay? That's just for starters. Marlon movies, which Marlon has also posted this himself, has grossed over $1 billion. And that's domestic and globally. Like separately from each other. He's a Wayans. His brothers is Keenan, Damon, Sean, and there's Marlon, and there's Kim. You talking about some he ain't been popping since 2004. Classics is classics. Let's just start there. You got Mo Money and Live in Color. You got the Wayans brothers, the show, Above the Rim, Don't Be a Menace, Scary Movie 1 and 2. And then it went entered to white chicks. Let's talk about after white chicks. Little Man. I want to talk about Haunted House 1 and 2 though. And I want to talk about that specifically, which was in 2013 and 2014. Because this is a black man who decided to do his own movies. Haunted House was directed, produced, written, and starred in all by Marlon Wayans. The budget was $2 million. That man movie grossed $60 million. That's for the first one. The second one, budget was $4 million. Still grossed $25 million by himself. Okay, like Marlon he's been separating himself from his brothers as far as like doing his own thing, and his career is doing amazing. And he has all these stand-up like specials. Like, we shouldn't even have to sit here and run down Marlon Wayans' career, and then to say, oh, you ain't been popping since White Chicks in 2004, when everybody that you interview career peaked over 20 years ago. No shade to Boosie, but all these 3-4 hour interviews that you did with Boosie to talk about what we're doing over here, like entertainment stuff. Because when the last time Boosie had a hit? Wipe Me Down? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sorry, how long ago was that? About 20 years ago? I was in high school when that came out. Back to Aries Spears, while your ass low-key tried to be shady, but let us know that you wasn't shady, but you could have been. You talk about declining career. Aries went from Mad TV to Vlad TV. He ain't been popping since over 20 years ago either. And no shade to Aries, because Aries is funny, and he's funny. I like him. The only time I get to see him is on Vlad TV. But a lot of the celebrities that you interview, career ain't been popping since over 20 years ago. And these are repeat offenders that come to this. No pun intended on a repeat offender, because I know Aries Spears is still caught up in a lawsuit. I ain't gonna go there. But I just think it's very interesting that you are disrespecting Marlon Wayans like that and you felt comfortable to do it. But y'all make him feel comfortable to do it. That I have a hard time. I can't really watch his stuff. Sometimes I watch Vlad interviews only because he had people that I like on there. But I found myself having to get off because I'm like, he pisses me off with how he interviewed. And just all the times where he's so busy trying to be a messy queen, where while he over here talking about some Marlon Wayans gay, you be trying to be a messy queen and you be missing golden opportunities that certain stars was about to give you. Like, there are so many golden stories from a lot of these celebrities and you too busy trying to be messy. And let's get on you trying to talk about Marlon being gay, or you talked about the photo shoot. That was a photo shoot that was in in tribute to his kids that are a part of the LGBTQ community. And you trying to shade him, and it was whack. Like, the shade didn't even stick. But you felt so offended. And he did this before. He talked about what Taraji shouldn't be, or should get, or should not get. He always mentioned Monique and what her and her husband was looking for in order for them, because they did an interview with them, but I guess they wanted something similar too. I don't know about the number as far as like how much. I forgot the number he said, but the fact that you be bringing it up in other interviews, like, oh, this person they wanted this, like, what, are you crazy? But you looking at it like no one on earth would ever. Like, Vlad, who the fuck are you? That is Marlon Wayans, baby. Like, what is you talking about? Vlad, nobody really gives a damn about you. And you are a culture vulture. You are. And you built you're rich off of the backs of blacks. Let's be very clear. Y'all look up Godfrey and see why Godfrey don't come over there no more. Cause that's why I was watching Vlad when Godfrey used to be over there all the time. And he's still making money off of Godfrey videos. Godfrey don't fool a lot with him. With that, Lord Jamar don't go over there either. Nick Cannon don't go over there either. But you got life up if you think that we're about to cancel Marlon. Marlon? What are you talking about? We still quote and watch classic, and you trying to shade white chicks when we're all still begging for a white chicks too. Stop playing. But you thought you ate with that though. Because you think that you are bigger than the culture. And that's the problem. You think that you are bigger than our culture. But this right here is the reason why people call you a culture vulture. And you talking about something, you wouldn't have made no money off of no interviews. You don't know what that man would have gave you in those interviews. Here's the biggest thing. This is what I was thinking about the whole time I was listening to, the back and forth. Like when I was listening to it on the Breakfast Club when they were talking about it. And I was thinking to myself, like, so is it about the money or is it about the actual person that you're interviewing? Because you're so fixated on the number that this man that's worth over $40 million and that's grossed billions of dollars in the box office, you're so fixated on numbers. But I would think that you would be more interested in interviewing a legend who has been making us laugh since I've been born. We're still watching all things Wayans. We're all still watching In Living Color. We're all still watching and quoting Don't Be a Menace. We're all still watching and quoting White Chicks. We're all still watching and quoting Scary Movies 1 and 2, the only ones that matter. Like, what are we talking about here? And then you go over there talking about it with Aries Spears, who act like he had more to say but couldn't. Aries Spears? But Aries, I get it. Vlad's the only one that's pretty much giving you a check at this point. Because again, like I said before, you went from Mad TV to Vlad TV. That's fitting for you. So I get it. You don't want to mess up your bag. Okay. You don't want to mess up your little bag that you're getting from Vlad. We got it. That's cool. But Vlad Marlin career is declining? Declining. That's an interesting choice of words. Let's look up what does declining mean? I want to look that up. Because you know what, you guys? I know I'm tired and I work at the plant. And I've been having lack of sleep. So maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm less than smart. I don't know what declining means. Let me look at it real quick. Let me see. Becoming smaller, fewer, or less. Decreasing. Don't look like nothing about Marlon Wayans' career is decreasing. Or in a decline. Or becoming smaller. Or becoming fewer. That's interesting. I hope this is a lesson for all of you all. We have other platforms like a comedy hype. There's other urban platforms that we need to be. Don't let me. Oh, speaking of Club Shay Shay, Vlad was so bothered by the fact that Club Shay Shay. How many views do Shannon got with Cat Williams right now? That shit's up to 73 million. But he was so bothered. He mentioned this in several interviews on Shannon didn't make. I forgot how much Shannon said that he made from it. He didn't make that much from it. And he was literally trying to break down the numbers on whether or not Shannon made what he said he made. Why are you spending all of your time trying to count this man's pockets? Now, I wonder if it was a white man that would have got this same type of interview, you would be over there trying to break down his pockets. You just mad because Club Shay Shay episode with Cat Williams did numbers more than anything that you do. You just jealous. And you a fucking hater. And this is why we need to stop going over there. This is exactly why. I get it. There are some people who he gave an opportunity to speak, and tell their story. But that doesn't change the fact that what you do was wrong and your intentions. And clearly your intentions wasn't pure to even get Marlon on here because you feel like he's not worth it. You feel like that. But ain't nobody going to tell me what I'm worth. I don't give a damn. And then it doesn't even match because that was lowballing, 40K. But clearly Marlon didn't want to do it because he know who you are. That's why he gave you that number. That's why. He's an actor. He's a writer. He's a comedian. He doesn't do this. He's not a pop culture commentator. Seems like Aries Spears is a pop culture commentator. That's what him and Boosie is at these days because I'm the ones that he interviewed the most. Aries Spears, you just like me. A pop culture commentator. Oh, okay. That's his job. That's his black job. That's all I got to say, y'all. I ain't got no more else to say. But we need to just stop collectively watching. At this point, I don't give a damn who's over there. We need to stop going over there. We so quick to cancel each other. And we so quick to cancel somebody. Vlad ass should have been canceled a long time ago. And the fact that this man... I want to quote one more time. I find it amusing because you really think that you are worth $40,000 for an interview. That statement alone should be enough for y'all to stop taking y'all ass over there. Even when it's people that I like, I don't even watch his stuff anymore. Miss me with the bullshit, and we ain't... out of here. Let me get off this thing because he about to irritate me even more than what I already am over there cackling with Aries Spears. Who can't... Child, please. Y'all remember when when Sierra was going back and forth? And Rihanna told Sierra, I hated this feud, but she was told Sierra, good luck booking that stage you speak of. That's how the hell I feel about Aries right now. Because, child, talking about something, I've changed. And I would have just let up... You wish your number could be 40K. Aries Spears is a known hater and bitter Betty any damn way. But I digress. Let me get off of here. That's all I got to say. Please like and subscribe. And Vlad.